and find something you're passionate about besides Ziggy. Hey, Jerry, you're the number one winner. I don't know how many people will get because there's several other live, and I just couldn't wait longer because I was about to fall asleep. So in order to keep my promise, I had to just go ahead and go live. Yeah, last night's live was good. Thank you once again to RJ for coming on here. Hey, Kelly. Hey, Red. Hey, Rue. Was it? Oh, you tried calling me. It was yesterday, wasn't it? Was it yesterday? It was yesterday, I think. Yeah, I was taking a nap during that time. And I just now remembered when you said it. Okay, well, we'll talk tomorrow then. Oh, I know, RJ. If you don't want to be a mod, it's okay too. I understand. Hey, Darlene. Hey, Robin. I think I'll be busy washing my hair. Okay. Is that how you're going to be? That's funny. Kelly's hilarious, peeps. That's she's from the Unbroken podcast. She was on here as a guest a couple weeks ago, or something like that. Hey, Mama T. So what is going on YouTube right now? I was going back and forth between Daisy and PG, and I was going into Smiley's a little bit. Not one to brag. Oh, man. I got peeps today. I'm really excited about that. Off topic. But what I don't even understand exactly where this what their problem is with each other. I don't know what happened. Hey, Michelle. Everyone's losing their minds. Well, there's a lot of people, according to tarot. So according to my tarot cards, it seems to be a common theme, though, in all my readings. It like everybody was doing, every single one talked about risk and people taking risk and being spontaneous right now and taking a chance. So there is something up with the freaking universe right now. people or it's peeps, like not people. Peeps, the marshmallow treat. And this one is in party cake. Hey, Jam. PG, I'm mad that Candace has been going on panel at Daisy's and she lost her mind. I don't know. PG is crazy. I'm almost willing to bet without even knowing the deets. I'm almost willing to bet it's PG's fault, whatever's going on. I would bet money on it. No offense, PG. You just have some anger issues and you are vindictive at times and that you get on these like tangents that you get stuck in. You're evil. Sorry, you can be evil. I'm not trying to be mean. That is not actual people. Okay, hold on. There you go. They're trying to dox each other. Well, I think people know who Daisy is, right? I mean, I've never really looked into her or anything. I don't look into people unless I have unless I'm dating them or really have a reason to. But I have looked into PG for sure. And I'm pretty positive I know who she is, but that's just my opinion. Hey, Sherry. Do a dollop Daisy. Dee Dee. Oh my gosh, I love that freaking deck of cards. I did a few readings today with it. They are so luxurious. I love them. Oh shit, are you serious? Oh man, yeah. Molly can be like, oh my gosh, she can be really mean. See, what was it about? Did Mallory talk to somebody that Molly doesn't like or something? Molly gets like so mad if you like she called me a traitor because of somebody oh my god, she's called me it's happened like 3 times. I'm serious. She's one of those people like she's a very loyal person. Definitely a very loyal person and she expects her friends to or people that she associates with to be kind of the same way. Like basically, if somebody is treats her like shit, then I don't know, for some reason, like those that she's acquaintances with, she doesn't want you to be cool with her enemies, or I don't know. It's too complicated. It's no offense or anything. I just am nice to whoever is nice to me. Hold on, I'll show the cards. See how it has like gold foil around it? They're like thick and just, I love them. So, yeah, they're just amazing. It's definitely the nicest one I have. And I mean, I don't know, just my favorite. So, thank you, Dee Dee. You've never had s'mores? Oh, I've never done that before. A s'mores with peeps. That would be good. So, what happened with Mallory and Molly? That's no, that's not her. Somebody just sent me a picture of like I'm not gonna like say who, but somebody just sent me a picture of who they said think PG is, and it's this like girl like like in there like laying there in a bra and and her boobs are like the whole like the whole picture. That is not PG. I promise you. PG is who PG is who I have on my TikTok. I promise you. And I'm not going to believe differently. Nobody can convince me differently. But I'm not going to I'm not worried. I'm not going to keep digging into Program's life and stuff. As long as she leaves me alone, I leave her alone. And I don't really have, it's not really necessary for me to really know who she is really. But when she was saying stuff about Jim and stuff, that kind of bothered me. But it is what it is. Everything, it's cool now. See, the thing is, people are so for some reason stuck on thinking her name's Sissy. That's not a name, it's a nickname. She has called herself Pat on one of my lives. Straight up, like called herself Pat. She was talking in third person and was talking about her and her sisters, and she referred to herself in the third person as Pat. So that's how I know. And also, I mean, I spent in the past, I spent a lot of time looking into her. Just because of you remember how horrible she used to go after me. What did Mallory do? Big lie bashing Molly about when Mallory went to her house. Oh, Mallory went to Molly's house? She bitched about paying for stuff. Oh my gosh. That's funny. I'll have to watch Mallory's live because that sounds like it would be entertaining. Maybe I should pull it up. I don't really have what's her channel? What's Mallory's channels? Yeah, I forget what her channel is called. Oh yeah, House of Williams. Is this the one the wire left hills on the ground? What the hell is this? Wait. Oh, that one's. Oh my god. Well, we'll have to watch that maybe here in a second because this looks interesting. I'm just curious to figure out what's going on here. Because when I watched Molly the last time, I could have sworn Mallory was on there. Mallory said MGL acted like she wasn't worthy and stuff like that, but who knows? Well, I'm sure she probably talks about it in here. Instead of asking you guys, I should probably just watch it. Did she just go to Marissa's house like within the last few days? I know. Jane, isn't that weird how it does that sometimes? Sometimes her R is missing. I don't know why. Right now it shows me Nightbot is missing the N. Is it doing that for anybody else? But that's just on the app. Because on through StreamYard is not doing that. So you see it too, Rue? You really, Chastity? Well, yeah, but the thing is, doesn't Marissa and Andra have like they have a longer relationship? I think. I don't know for sure, and plus you shouldn't you can't really. I mean, maybe there's a reason why Marissa can't. It could be a million things, but you can't expect that out of people. You just can't. But I want to watch. I mean, I should watch the whole thing before judging because they probably both have good points. I'm guessing.
Good morning. As you come rolling in, please sign the guest book. Please sign the guest book. Oh, told you I'm a YouTube traveler. Listen, sky's the limits, people. K-Bears, thank you right out of the gate, putting a little color on the board, my love. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness, thank you. Hello, Mary T. How are you? Laura's in the house. Good to see you, Laura. Wait, are you serious? But was that cool green back? Listen, I'm in my living room.
I have to admit, I have noticed on Mallory's that she's one, which a lot of them do it though. It's not just Mallory. She straight up asks for super chats from people. Every single time, she's always asking people to send super chats. But since she's able to entertain, people don't think anything of it because she has that charisma, and that she is very theatrical. Maggie.
I don't know what to tell you. Oh, yes. I'm sitting. Listen, I'm a high class bitch, propped up against my little cute chair here, one of my chairs, and just taking a squat in my living area. Okay, I decided to shake it up a little bit and just be a little bit more comfortable. Truth be told, this is a little bit more comfortable than sitting upright in that chair for an hour. So we got to move it around a little bit. Thank you, my Gina. Big old comfortable dining chair. I've got more of a bistro, darker blonde. This is about 3 shades darker than I used to wear. I used to wear like a pretty shades of blonde in there. Oh, hello, Pebbles, says Gina. Well, thank you. Thank you, my Gina. I appreciate after giving it lots of thought. I feel like I'm ready to speak on it publicly. How about that? Publicly, right? Are you enjoying your day, love, Pat? That's for Pat, okay. Pat, are you enjoying your even if it's me? At Mallory first, then say what you like to say. Okay. Oh, paper cut. Tina's in a shootout, some kind of automatic. I'm really starting to believe that we literally go to some sort of alternate reality, alternate universe. I really do. I do believe that we mind travel somewhere. Because some of these dreams they're just like, come on, how the hell did I think of these people's faces in such detail of people I've never met before? How the hell do I come up with these languages and this stuff that I'm speaking in my dreams, but I can't remember once I get out of the dream? I don't even realize it. I do believe the whole experience, and then you're on your deathbed and you live and fine the next day, and some mean is happy travels, safe travels, bitch. Hope you make it back in one piece. That's why when we die in our parallel universe, as they call it, dreams. Ever die in your dream? What do you do? Experience. But once it happens, life. What's that song? Hey, hell, I paid the price. Listen, my bossy ass. I'm probably spirit guiding people. The amount of views I have on my channel. That is what I'm very proud of. Here at the House of Williams, because I've got a huge plethora of content, and this is only this one channel. A good half of it is probably still it's just what I'm showing publicly. If I released my entire catalog, I'd be over 2 million views just on this channel. Plus, I have the other channel again in the same section. YouTube, honestly, they don't care too much about subscribership. You're not. She just vanished into thin air. In a relatively small apartment. She vacated, and it was about 30 to 45 minutes. She was just gone. Nobody knew where she was. So there's that. I don't have, she just doesn't move my needle, right? I find her personality to be a little on the bland side, to put it, somebody like me. Here's the thing. I don't spend my time watching a lot of other creators. Let's be honest, because I am a creator. My business on YouTube is to create, right? My business in the YouTube universe is to make.
Who's she talking about there? Is she talking? Dang it. I'm trying to find. Oh, has she, Caleb? Yeah, I haven't been able to watch her recently, but I did like her. I mean, when I find her hilarious. Is she talking about Molly right here? Do you know? Or does anybody know? I know, Rue. I know, it's crazy. That's the most irritating thing. I've it seems like I'm glad you feel that way because it's nice to know that other people understand and see what I see too. Like, because it seems like everybody on here does it. It seems like every single creator, when they get mad at somebody, suddenly the other person that they were just friends with, suddenly everything about them is bad. And oh no, we weren't ever I was never really her friend. And oh, I was, I left like a long time ago, really. But it's like suddenly, everything becomes bad about the person. It just doesn't even that's not how it works. People are part good and part bad. Everybody has some good traits about them. People don't turn all bad just because you're mad at them. Oh yeah, and I mean it could be for clicks and views. The drama definitely. I guarantee. I bet anything. Some of them manufacture drama purposely. I guarantee it. I bet anything. I mean, this could be manufactured for all we know. But I don't have a problem with either Mallory or Marissa, so I just want to put that out there. I haven't seen. I'd have to watch both sides for me to get us like an opinion. Really, I see that Justin's in her Mallory's chat here, so that must be hard for Justin because Molly will not be happy that he's a mod for Mallory. She went to a children's hospital to take a tour. What? Did she film it? Oh my gosh, you can't do that. Did she film it? There's sick kids in there. You can't. Oh my god. Oh, that's sad. Who almost got, oh, she almost got arrested at the children's hospital? she filmed it and got stopped on by the popo and it was on a live. Yeah, that didn't go very well. Yeah, that didn't age well, did it? Yeah, you can't. You can't put underage kids. You can't do that. And they're sick. Some of them are dying. And it's sad. Nah, that's intrusive. That's just not. I don't know was anybody in the chat telling her that was a horrible idea? Or were they just like going right along with it and saying, oh, it's so cool? Some people are so fake. They were paying her. Right, especially about kids, Mama T. She got kicked out and had run-in with security. I bet she's been in jail a time or two. She's kind of mouthy. That is weird. People were going along with it? Yeah, that is so intrusive. I would think it would be against the law in some way. She could probably get the hospital in trouble. Because this hospital is one bound by the law, the HIPAA laws, so they have a right, or they have a duty to make sure that the patients are safe. And it's, and their medical care is private. Then you have somebody coming in on a live, like, oh my God. Tyre Nichols? Who's Tyre Nichols? I don't know why I found that so comical. Is how she uses trans as a crutch victim. If it's true, hate of any kind, I'll stand behind you, but not if you use it when it's not necessary. Says she lied at the door and said she was meeting someone at the cafeteria. They were pissed too because she wasn't complying with COVID protocol. Oh my God. What? Nuh-uh. What? She wore a shirt that 2% of Black Lives Matter? What? Nuh-uh. It said 2% of Black Lives Matter? No, she didn't. In my opinion, allegedly. I think she said she's 2% Black, but I don't know about that. Oh, so she means that like 2%, but people are going to think that means 2% of Black Lives Matter. She's saying she's 2% black. Yeah, I wouldn't wear something like that though, because I would immediately think that it's saying like, oh, only 2% of Black Lives Matter. I mean, nuh-uh. They asked her if she was a man or a woman. What did she say? Oh my gosh. That's kind of a rude question to ask. I mean, I don't know how you unrudely how you ask something like that. I don't know if it Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that question. Maybe they had to know. Maybe they had to know. I don't know. I don't know if there is really a nice way to ask something like that.
Make people happy, bring people joy, piss people off, right? That's it. That's what I'm busy doing on YouTube. And I don't need Olivia for that. I don't need heels in the ground for that. I don't need anybody for that. In fact, because I'm a master of doing all that all on my own. I really am. And it's nice to work hand in hand with other creators. Not gonna lie, it's nice. But sometimes you don't feel. Listen, in a case like this, I personally didn't feel. I didn't feel that anyone in that group truly felt that I had anything to offer that group. I was not convinced of that. And at the end of the day, that's what it comes down to. You have to feel convinced that you're a meaningful member of a group. And if you're not, then what the hell are you doing there? As nice as the ladies are, as nice as everybody was involved in it, and we had some good times in there. I had some good moments of camaraderie in there. Thank you, Justin. I love Justin. $10. Thank you. Pat Gaines, $2. Thank you, my love. Thank you. But at the end of the day, you can't always collaborate together because you're often not on the same page, right? Bullhorn Betty was cool to me. Our differences is what made it interesting. A lot of people were like, how can you defend Bullhorn Betty? How can you not go after Bullhorn Betty? How can you be on a team with Bullhorn Betty? Because quite often I do find our differences compelling. It's compelling television, YouTube television. It's interesting. People will engage more. And it's not a personal thing for me. The business is YouTube. YouTube is business.
Yeah, she does she has see, she's always been about money though, and she doesn't hide that. She's always been about the money. It's always about money to her. That's what she's always talked about, and she doesn't hide it. So, you know. Does she really say though that she was felt like that? I have to probably, I don't want to sit here and just play the whole thing like her whole life, because MGL called her a trans am or something car related to her face more than once. A trans am? Are you serious? She doesn't even cover true crime, so what does she have to offer? That's true. She doesn't. That's true. And, you know, every other one of them, you know, that's involved in that does cover true crime. So it does kind of make her the oddball. So if that's truly why she left, I mean, I don't see the problem with it. But I'm sure I mean, from listening to you guys here, it seems like there's definitely more I need to. Everyone is playing this live in Molly's response. Where did you? How do you? So MGL did treat her like crap. Did they? Did she show? So they filmed like when Mallory was at Molly's house and stuff. I'm sure they did. I'm guessing. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if this is made up because, like, look how much, like, how she talks about money all the time. And I could see Marissa agreeing to go along with something. Well, if she was crying, then, well, I don't know. No, if she was crying, then she's probably legit hurt. Marissa does actually have, she actually has a heart, you know. Sometimes she does. It's crazy because you would think that she is like really, she is good at taking the hate and stuff, but sometimes her sensitive side does come out. What? What do you mean by that, Sherry? Yeah, she can go to any platform. I don't know. My gosh. I know, Sheba. I knew you wouldn't be defending her because you usually don't care for Marissa.
Right? Thank you, One Eyed Flo. Thank you, my love. Thank you all for putting a little color on the board today. Mama appreciates it. Right? This is why I don't wear lipstick, people. I put the smallest bit on, right? People aren't rising to either be hand in hand with you. Listen, I'm the kind of person, the kind of team player. If I'm on a team with you, I'm a ride or die person while I'm on that team. And that means if I need to stand side by side with you, or if you're taking some fire or something, listen, I'm going to stand with you, right? Within reason, right? But for the most part, this is a team. Listen, they celebrate together, they take the accolades together, and they take the heat together. And individually, when you know people are gunning for each and every one of us, right? You know that. We're all being gunned for, right? So when I see one of my teammates being gunned for, but then I see a teammate, just dead silence when I'm being gunned for, that says a lot. Silence is very telling. It just tells a lot. And it's like, but we play the game different. My thing is, this is what you get when you get me on your team. You're going to get a heavy hitter. You're going to get somebody that's truly got your side and got your back from all angles. Listen, and then in private, I'm going to tell you where you went wrong. I'm going to tell you about yourself, right? I'm going to say, don't put me in this position continuously. Don't, please watch your language. Don't do this to me. For example, if I'm telling a bunch of people, calling them transphobes, right, for their language that's being used my way, right? Please don't be a team member of mine and sit there and talk about me being a man or you being a man because I have a dick and you want a dick and somewhere, and leave people have to figure out what the hell that means, right? I mean, that's just, while everybody in side chat just sits there, because nobody knows what to do when they hear shit like that come out of their mouth. But that puts me in a pickle. That puts me in a position of, all right, what's this going to do to me? You got to know what this is going to do to me. This is going to line me up to wear the hypocrite hat. Because I got somebody on my own team talking about my dick, talk about my dick and being a man because I'm trans and hee hee ha ha. And it's like, wait a minute, people. Wait a minute. I can only play so far of,
Well, I'd have to see what was said, but she does seem to have a point. If that really did happen, it does put you in an awkward position. That's why, like when people say things like that, just like when you have somebody that's like, she didn't return her call and the rest. Oh, he's still with her sick mom. Oh man. Yeah, but I'd have to see the comment and see what was said. I understand that would make her uncomfortable because I definitely I get her point there. So PayPal Mall. What's PayPal Mall mean? What? When Mallory came to the hotel during Quentin's standoff, Molly bought Mallory a pair of designer sunglasses. Oh, wow. All that freaking Marissa sent me when I sent her a bunch of designer clothes and shoes was an autographed picture of her. Where's my designer freaking sunglasses? See, I could be like that too. I think you should be grateful. Candace said that Pergern needs to stay out of her man's pants. She went off on PG. Are you serious? She said that Pergard needs to stay out of Dawn's pants. PayPal Mal. PayPal Mal is her nickname. Where did you hang the pic? What pic are you talking about? Oh, where did I hang the pic of? Oh, duh. I didn't hang anywhere. It's stored. I have it somewhere probably. Actually, it might have been still over at Jim's, like from when. No, I'm sure I have it somewhere. No, I didn't frame it. Yeah, she didn't even send me a framed one. What the hell? She sent me a 8x11 without a frame How rude. No, see, that's the problem that you get yourself into when you start buying people things. Like, they expect it, you know? And so now everybody that goes around Marissa now expects it. And that puts Marissa in a really that puts her in a really awkward position. Resell it. But I don't know if I believe Candace about PG nude pics to Dawn, because she said they deleted them. And I definitely don't think they would delete them, because they're the kind that hold that over your head to manipulate. No, I want to maybe in the bathroom. Well, I've definitely heard that PG has sent nude pics to Dawn. I mean, some people swear she has, but she has never admitted that to me. Dawn said PG showed him her mud flaps. Ew, are you swear? Shut up. Ew. If he knows what, okay, so we need to ask Dawn if we need to catch Dawn on a panel, and I need to show him that he's probably seen PG, right? So if we show him a pic of PG, could he tell us if it's her or not? Somebody needs to show him those pics that I have and that others have found of who I believe she is. I don't know what that means, Sherry. I'm not sure what that means, Sherry, though. Is it? I just don't want somebody to come at me like I'm saying something about that community, like the LGBT, whatever. You know what I mean? Because even though we all are our own person, for some reason, like, if one of the mods in here says something kind of sus, somehow Ziggy all of a sudden she agrees with that. It's okay though. Yeah, I think it was probably just a miscommunication, Cherry. It's okay. It was just the way it was typed. It looked bad. But you know how sometimes text gets like miscommunicated all the time. It happens all the time in text. It causes a lot of problems.
Listen, it is horrible. But, things like this took place. And it's like, I don't get it. We don't listen. This is not an assault on anyone on that team. These are just examples of the behavior that I, as a team member, would not be doing to my other team members. I just wouldn't, right? I would not show up to your side chat for like some of them. I wouldn't go into a side chat and suddenly out of the blue find myself unwrenched while you're wrenched in mine. right? You're all wrenched up in mine because it's a courtesy, not because I believe you need to wrench people over the head here, because it says to me that you're worthy of having a wrench. It says to me that you're a valid creator in this, and I see you as that in this area. I see you as such. So when people come in and you come in, I want people to see that you have a wrench. It's a respect thing. And then I hop in your chat to say hello, and I'm sitting there in my blue dress. I don't have a blue dress. And I'm just tired of going in and out of people's chats, wondering if I'm going to have a wrench or not, wondering if I'm going to be treated like a second or third class citizen.
You know what, Mama T? She might have told Dawn her name was Kathy Morrison. You know, she had the Sissy Bible, or the what is it called? Was it Sissy Bible, or no, something Bible? I think there's something to that KM name, but I think it's because it's one of her aliases. I don't believe that's really her name. I believe it's an alias that she uses, but that's just my opinion. Some people are dead set on that being her name. I don't think so. What? She admitted to being up on the hill? Good night, Rue. So confusing. See, I don't believe Dawn and Candace know her real name, because if they did, they would have outed it. And if they're saying, you know, because remember when Dawn came on and was like, what is your real name? Sissy, Kathy, and then went through a whole list of, he doesn't, I don't think he's confident whatever name that she told him. I don't believe he's confident that it's really her name. She has said some things before that's kind of has put her on the hill, that she would have had to been there before. She has said things like that.
And I feel like in my mind, I can do business all by myself, right? I can do business by myself. I don't need to team up with people who are constantly going to directly or indirectly make me feel that I'm not enough, or I don't have enough to bring to the table. Or if I am bringing heat to the table, listen, and people are asking for more. We want more of this person and this person together. You guys are great together. More. What does that tell me? That tells me we need to deliver more to these people. They can't get enough of us together. But then when one person says, well, listen, I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to do the opposite. No offense. I love you, Justin. Justin, I love you. I love you, and you know it. But no offense. More. Molly and Mallory. Jesus, they couldn't get enough of us when I went to Hershey. Couldn't get enough of us. But the first inclination is to say, Justin, come on, Justin. Let's do this, Justin. Justin, let me on your channel, Justin. You do like the opposite. This is me talking real. When you have an audience thirsting for two people to do something together, it makes sense to give them what they want. Move mountains. Make phone calls. Plan your next adventure together. Do you understand what I'm saying, people? Plan your next adventure. This is business. This is content.
Let me guess. Did Molly never go on Marissa's, or I'm sorry, did Did she not go on Mallory's channel or something? Is that why Mallory's mad? Because she feels Marissa should have been a guest on her channel? Because doing so, if you have Molly on your channel, it does help. It does get you subs. I think RJ said his next live is Wednesday. She outright said, I've been on that hill. PG said for Candace to say that she wanted Dawn is a lie, and if people knew who she really was, they would know it is a lie. PG said for Candace to say I'm confused by that. You'll have to tell me, like, on phone or something, because I don't understand. PG said for Candace to say that she wanted Dawn is a lie. And if people knew who she was, they would know it is a lie. I don't know what that means. I'm confused. Yeah, she's probably feeling left out. PG's Priscilla? Hey, Dottie Lee. I've never heard somebody call a Priscilla.
You don't do the opposite. Why? Because what? Too much attention, not enough attention on one person versus the other. What is it? Not just in the spotlight. What is it? Really? Because I'm telling you what, they couldn't get enough of it. And that's all. You can hear me in that. You can hear me on that little trip to Hershey. How many times did I say, my God, they love us together, girl. They love us together. They love us together. They can't get enough. You know what I'm saying, people? I do business differently than other people. And that's not nothing bad against anybody else's channel. I just do different. I do my business differently. I conduct myself differently. Now, people said you two suck together and you weren't getting any views, any money, for God's sake. They were throwing money at us, super chats left and right the whole time I was there. To the point where I could give money away to other smaller channels here who were needed a little help up, right? They're throwing money at us. I mean, tell me where this is. Where is it to do the opposite? How is it that we're not planning a trip to LA together? Or tell me why we're not. What? I don't understand this. You know, and then it just gets quieter and quieter, conveniently quieter and quieter. You know, and you got the whole heels in the ground thing. Come on, people. Listen, you all have to know where you either want me on a team, you can handle me, because the bottom line is, if we collaborate, I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are. If we collaborate, you have to accept the fact that I'm a lot. The audience will eat me up. The camera will swallow me, every bit of it. It's just, and it wants more, more, more. And I don't mind sharing that with another entertainer who is just as magnetic to the camera, or just.
Wow. She really thinks highly of herself. She's saying Candace doesn't really want Dawn. Candace doesn't really want Dawn. PG's con. You have an Aunt Priscilla. Yeah, well, I just there's always like issues when you join groups like that. And the drama gets so, I don't know. That's why I mean, I knew it would be good for me to, when for me to have joined it, but I know it would have like a business move, I guess, but I'm just, first of all, I'm afraid like of the drama. Marissa's really good at handling drama. It doesn't bother her at all. And Mallory's really good with it, and so is Andrea. So it doesn't seem to affect Justin too much, though. If it works for you, it works for you. For me, just I can't. It would just there. I don't know. I'm so quiet in person sometimes that I feel like I wouldn't fit in. Candace told PG to stay away from her man.
Just as vocal in her own right, or what, I don't mind sharing any of that. If we can make money on it, if we can link arms and we can entertain the masses just by being us, a dynamic duo. But instead, is Fred available? Cecil? Who? Let's see, I don't know. Who should I have? Who should I be? Whose panel should I go on tonight? Edna, are you out there? Mallory, no. Edna, Barbara Streisand, are you available? Barbara, Babs, people, you know what I'm saying? Holy, I'm like, listen, I can do business by myself. I doesn't mean we're not friends. Listen, you can still love people, and so I just don't care to do business that way anymore. I don't do business because my Howies deserve better, right? I'm telling you what, my Howies throw a lot of damn money my way to the point my haters go rabid, right? They throw a lot of money my way. I've got major support over here from my Howies. That's why I want to collaborate with other people. That's why I want to take them on journeys, because my Howies deserve that. They do, but I've got to do it with the people that when they see me coming in the room or jumping on panel with them, they realize that I am just as much an asset as Cecil, Edna, Fred, Robert, or anybody else. And you've got to convince me of that. And if you don't take time to convince me of that, or feel I'm worthy of convincing of that, then listen, that's a you problem, not me problem, because I will just, listen,
What, she claims she was with Dawn at the time? Wow. Well, if she's making like crazy money right now, she better hope that she's saving it, because it does not last. Your channel sometimes you'll make really good money for a while, and there'll be, you just don't become dependent on YouTube completely. But guys, I'm gonna go because I have to pee. I have to number one. And I have to get up kind of early. But I'll be back tomorrow. Maybe I'll come on earlier tomorrow. I've been coming on super late, but when I come on earlier, I stay on longer. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. and I will see you tomorrow.